5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
American Gladiators! Brought to you by...
Have we picked a name yet?
No, later on. God. We first have to start with warning. Warning. Warning.
It's a lot of warnings.
Well, yeah. Lots of fucking cussing.
Intruder alert, intruder alert.
So, not safe for work, probably not safe for life.
Oh, yeah.
Children,
Definitely
goldfish.
not safe for children. Goldfish.
Fuck the goldfish.
Exactly. That's why we have to give a warning.
This podcast is not safe for anybody.
Yeah, and we're probably not going to be PC.
Nope.
No, probably not.
No.
Well,
ish.
The point where you're out the window, that kind of drags the rest of us out.
Come with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
Alright, and that's for that.
She sucks the pink tip.
Yes.
Alright,
So,
Larry.
no names
Larry.
around. So on that note, we have... You gotta say it again.
Roska? I want to say it again.
You have to. RoskaTyrant. I'm Endless Reaper.
Can I be Country Girl 69?
No.
If you really
Country
want
Girl? No. No, okay. I'll be Duchess Gummy Buns.
You don't have to be that sad about it.
Yeah.
Just put the tip back in.
And I'll be Lazy Gamer 10.
No.
No.
Your actual tag.
Okay, yeah, Chain or Seraph.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, it leaves, 10 people to know who you are?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
Four
really
of us
should
in the
use
room.
Astro Zombies. All
Well,
my
you-
other stuff is named
Well, you have to
later.
pick one and stick with it, type thing.
I know. I'm thinking. You put me on the spot here. I didn't know we were going to use usernames.
This special spot
His
is
fault.
69.
I like HalcyonEyes.
That's good.
I'm going to use HalcyonEyes.
Okay then. So you have to change everything now.
Okay,
HalcyonEyes. Okay.
Okay.
Deal. Fine. Wait, change everything?
Yeah, so it all has to be under the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my gaming channel is going to be separate from you guys.
Yeah, but you're still going to plug it.
I'm kidding.
Because you're basically going to be sponsoring
I
us
know,
anyway.
yeah. No, I know. I will.
Because you're sponsoring us by basically having it here. So.
I love how the thought was we put my computer in the dining room, we could do it at my place.
Yeah. Well, we're getting
we still
there.
didn't. Good times.
We're getting
Good
there.
times.
We're still in the working processes. So this is our wonderful podcast of... We're not going to decide the name, because we need a name. Refer back to the board.
Oh, the board's over there.
Yeah.
I was looking for the board.
I found some new names too, yeah, so...
Why don't
Write it
why
down
don't
on
we
the
record
board.
when we have a name?
Because that's part of this podcast. We're going to work out a name.
We can always redact it or something.
Pterodactyl.
I don't know. I just remember when you said fire your baseball bat to the face.
The lamest
Where did I
fireworks.
actually know?
I kind of like potentially harmful.
Kind of like the
software.
murder bus.
Yeah, you do.
Murder bus?
Murder bus? Oh, the murder bus.
Just
okay.
fucking.
Just.
We should have some
fucking.
classy
Yeah.
saxophone music in the beginning for just
Well,
fucking.
it's like a 50s or something sitcom. Just fucking. Welcome back.
Just fucking around.
Yeah, little theme song. So.
I feel it's more 80s.
Squeaky hammer.
Or is it? And usually there's a token black kid neighbor.
Trying to be the 80s.
Okay, wait, what don't we like?
What don't we like?
I don't like the mindscapes.
The podcast thing.
Or our madness. I don't like the first three.
You know you have an eraser, right?
This is basically erasing it anyway.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Gruntled. Isn't gruntled the opposite of disgruntled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine, here I will erase it.
Potentially harmful software. Get rid of software, that's okay.
Son of a bitch.
See, she likes it.
She likes it soft? No.
Yeah, she does.
It could be potentially harmful.
Yeah. That's,
Just like potentially harmful.
yeah, just
Not software.
all
Gruntled
hardware
and
here.
potentially harmful.
Yeah,
Or disgruntled and potentially
No
harmful.
baseball bat to the face. I mean, I know I should have made that beer, but maybe next year.
Are we getting rid of Squeaky Hammer then?
Yeah.
You're an eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Search your feelings. You know them to be true.
Feeling? What it is?
feelings.
Okay,
The murder bus is still really funny. But it's not relevant to like what we talk about, so it's like...
Who cares? It's a catchy name.
it was never relevant, it just came up.
You're just like, oh, murder bus!
That's actually how the murder bus comes around. You don't really want it, it's just, oh look, here it is. It shows up when it wants to.
And suddenly boner. No reason boner.
Well...
Alright,
What don't you like?
lamest fireworks. That's
I don't like that one.
the fireworks now?
No.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
Nah.
Why, did you like that one?
What's wrong with being lame, huh? Well, there goes half that one, but whatever.
Murder bus.
Man, those fireworks are harmful to that name.
But they were so lame about it.
Specifically to the word harmful.
Down to 4. Vote. Top 2.
Gruntled? Fuck, top 2, really?
Yeah. There's 4 left. There's 4 of us.
Murder bus.
Shaner?
Potentially harmful. And gruntled.
Can I vote for the gruntled murder bus?
Can we be called the Grundle, the Taint, the Fleshy Fun Bridge?
That's a card. Copyrighted.
I know, it's
One for the merger. You have a merger.
The Gruntled
You have one
murder
vote
bus.
left.
Potentially harmful.
Okay. I still like Just Fucking.
Just fucking.
But I know I'm not going to win that one.
No. You're the
Trying
swing,
to eat this
you're the
popsicle
swing vote.
quietly.
No, you are not.
You really aren't.
I was trying to, and then I realized how loud I was being. I was like, God damn it. But it's so good.
I'll vote for the merger. So,
Alright, so
Just
just
fucking
and
didn't
just
fuck.
murder bus.
Just fucking.
We now
So
have...
that means you have to re-vote,
yeah.
especially since you were the last 2 votes.
No, I did vote.
That also took out just the murder bus. That left potentially harmful, gruntled, and the gruntled murder bus.
And well, who voted just murder bus? That you
I
just-
voted for just
yeah.
murder bus.
So how do you
And the
feel?
murder bus.
So now we have down to 2.
They seem so like...
There
So
we
wait,
go. Yeah,
voting
there-
is potentially
yeah.
harmful.
Potentially
Just
harmful
potentially
or
harmful.
the gruntled murder bus. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, when it comes to that, potentially harmful.
I want to
Yeah,
keep,
stick with that.
you want to keep mashing stuff together. What if it's a potentially harmful murder bus?
I hope so.
Otherwise,
shitting me, Bob.
otherwise, it's just a disappointment at that point. Then
Fucking Bob.
Well, and then we could actually merge all of it, and like like the intro could be something gruntled, the potentially harmful murder bus. That could be our intro with the name just being
let's go
potentially
with
harmful.
3.
Well, because I'm thinking like gruntled murder bus. What does that have to do with what we talk about?
It-
Are we gruntled when we talk about?
We're always gruntled, but the murder bus is potentially harmful. It's not always harmful, but it could be.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Melon pain pincer psychiatrist.
What?
Random word generator.
Fuck your random
Because-
event generator.
Biob.
Smash words together.
The biob. P
The
is
guy who forced us into aliases is really bad at aliases.
Hey, I've been using them.
These two have.
Teabag cult.
Wait, did I? Oh yeah. I said the same.
I don't care though.
Well, if we spell it the right way, it's still.
We should have name tags. I'm 100%
Well,
serious.
I was actually thinking of that, like when we do the individual mics, on the mic you have a little nameplate saying your tag. That way, when you know you're talking to the person, you're talking to that person.
That'll be
not-
halcyon.
Yes.
I like it.
Orange insult laundry bank.
Alright, stop that.
I was eating. Oh my god!
For crying out
Potentially
loud.
harmful murder bus.
Or that too long.
Nah, I don't care for murder bus in general.
Well, you
It's
were
too
just potentially harmful.
Yeah.
Roska.
I kind of like gruntled. Just gruntled. Because it's to the point.
Just gruntled.
No.
Actually, I kind of like just gruntled. Because it will be easily confused with disgruntled.
People just think we're like ranting.
And just.
I like potentially harmful. That's what I'm voting for.
That's 2.
Murder bus.
Or
I like murder
bin.
bus, but
That was murder bin, so.
I feel like potentially harmful makes more sense because of what we talk about. Like, we're not going to be censoring ourselves. We're going to be very open.
The murder bus could be our logo.
Okay.
Because it is potentially harmful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
Is he going to be holding like a steak knife or
He- don't
plowing
worry.
some children down?
Don't worry, he'll be gruntled.
He'll also just be They'd be like, ah! I'm so happy.
Now I could just imagine the front of a bus with blood stains, us with the chibi faces, and just for the bus name, just potentially harmful.
No, because
I'm just all cheerful.
that's not the way it came up. The murder bus came up it's very unassuming looking. Like on the outside, like it's very bleak and drab.
Gruntled, pleased, satisfied, and contented.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
No, I didn't actually know what the definition was.
Yeah, so the murder bus is actually very plain and just... It looks a little run down, but it doesn't look like a murder bus.
Let's just call ourselves the Grundle.
It's not part of the list. You had your chance to bring it up, and you didn't.
Take that out of your mouth.
No.
And now your mouth's all blue.
I know.
Yeah. Okay,
It's the only downside of these.
I forgot by the white part.
Wait, so what would blue be?
Balls. So on blue balls, welcome to Potentially Harmful. So that's a really hard
Now she's helping get rid of the blue balls. Thank you
It's
for your
apparently not working. It's getting more blue.
Well, when they're blue, they're just gonna make a big mess anyways. So
Some guys don't get blue balls.
I never have.
Liam claims he never gets blue balls. I don't know how true that is.
you don't know if he finishes.
It really it's actually hard to, depending on the person, because you actually have to get to a certain point. So it's like, the way I understand it, you basically have to get right to the point of just about to climax, and you don't.
And then you just stop.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. Thankfully I haven't had it
Just
yet.
call the podcast Blue Balls and just stop it for like a punchline.
That would be horrible. Okay, so with that out of the way, time for your intros, bitches.
Excuse
Beautiful.
me.
Guests go first.
Yay!
You're the reoccurring guest, so.
You won't be staying with us? Shaner,
Just
how
don't
could
know how
you?
often.
Whatever you
Fumble,
want.
fumble,
Yeah, so
fumble,
just fumble,
quietness,
fumble?
beautiful,
Okay.
yes.
Did we pick a
We're gonna
name?
edit that out.
Yes, lots of editing. Okay, good.
Did we pick a... Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
here on Potentially Harmful.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Thank
blue.
you for having me this time. And many, many more times to come, likely, hopefully.
Shut up, get to it.
I am Chandler Seraph, also known as Lazy Gamer 10.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Lie.
I drink often, I smoke often, I luckily own a car. And, let's see, I like to say, raise your swords up high, see the blackbirds fly. Sports, gaming, anime, metal, outdoors.
Very to the point.
Yes.
And is that it? Or
Yeah.
You just left it right there, so.
That's the profile.
It's supposed to be your profile. At least that has something to do with you, so.
Some of those do.
I have plenty of fish.
Yes.
Damn.
Roska?
I legit went as a female
Pass?
for male.
No. You don't get a pass.
Just went for around my stuff. Let's see what's around here. Around me.
I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes, I
These are
know.
literally all categories with nothing filled out.
So then just go through it and fill it in. It's not hard.
Yes, it is.
Improv.
Should be hard. Oh,
Not
snap.
Oh, you're not going to
Talking about self.
So you just
Next to impossible.
come up with it on the spot.
No, come with it. Just do it.
Just come with it. Okay, so here, I'll read it to you. What's your tagline? Say a sentence about the intriguing. That's...
I got big titties.
Again. I can't talk about me.
There's your tagline. I can't talk about me.
I can't talk about it.
Dude, guys, I can't. I can't
Yeah.
talk about it.
How old are
Secret
you?
Service.
Old enough.
Alright. What's your intent?
Play some games.
Alright.
Nice.
What's your job?
Playing some games.
How tall are you?
Short.
Schooling.
Some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Children.
Lacking.
You have
Never.
Pets.
Furry baby.
No.
You have pets. Pets count.
Pets don't count.
They're furry children.
Scaly babies.
Fur children? I
I
guess.
said furry.
Fur babies.
I bet you
Yeah,
Chili
that's what I
you'd probably
said.
be able to see in the stream.
Yeah. Personality.
Jock.
Not that one. Did he say jock?
That's really far from it. Alright, how would you describe his personality?
His personality.
Surly.
Alright, we'll go with that. Your religion.
No.
Alright.
Straight up, no.
Smoker.
No.
Never.
Ethnicity.
Very white.
Good to know.
Irish level white.
He
In
white
fact,
boy.
Irish.
There you go. Okay. Got down to that. What are you seeking?
The gold at the end of the rainbow.
That'd be helpful.
He's not that Irish.
The hell am I seeing?
I just thought of it.
Don't come home at 4, by the way. Yay,
Okay. Wifely
That was
duties.
Robin.
Yup, that was definitely my wife.
Don't come home at 4. Come home at 3.
No, probably.
Still get thrown off by that.
Lo-
Husband and wife.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just...
Do you know what we're on?
Is he stroking out right
Dick
now?
McKee got a dick
We're on
pic.
Seeking, and all I'm thinking about is the Pokemon now.
Seeking. Seeking. Alright. Seeking is seeking.
Motherfucking seeking!
And what's your marital status?
I think we just covered that.
Yes, we did.
I think he's married.
Drugs.
Life.
No.
Aspirin counts.
Your blood
Oh,
must be like
jeez.
water.
It's ibuprofen.
Oh, okay. I thought you said aspirin is a blood thinner, so I was like, whoa.
It's Life brand ibuprofen. I
Oh.
basically just live on it.
Yeah.
It's candy for us. What's your
Still
sign?
popper.
Aquarius.
Hair?
There.
Yep. Eyes?
Seeing.
Yep. Pets?
Too damn many.
That is correct. What's your gender, by the way?
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say male.
Alright.
I can't talk about it.
Longest relationship. This one, which
Oh,
is how
snap.
long?
Including pre-marriage
It counts. Do
relationship.
I count the one with my wife, or how long I've known Josh?
Wow, I didn't even think of that.
Well, you're not married to him, so...
Well, it doesn't specify the type of relationship. It just says longest
Dating.
relationship.
Dating.
I know. I'm just
No,
saying.
it's adultery.
Adultery. Preferably sexual, eh?
He's cheating on Josh with Robin.
It's this one.
Yeah, with your
It
wife.
is actually.
Yeah.
3, 5 years, roughly.
6 years?
6.
6
Yeah.
years,
I don't
alright.
know
Pretty
how
sure.
I knew that.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know how I knew
At
that.
least.
And then about you, we'll leave blank, because it's easier that way.
Too many things to know
Just
about.
blank.
About me to be
Blank
filled
face.
in later as a text document.
No, like all your other profiles, coming soon. Hal?
Me?
Yes, Hal.
Okay. My name is HalcyonEyes, aka Country Girl 69, spelled CUNTRY. GRL 69.
Gotta keep some class.
My tagline is Iowa farm girl masquerading as East Coast intellectual. My age is, you tell me. My intent is hitting dat puss.
Ooh,
My profession is not a murderer. My
that's what
height,
murder would say.
maybe.
Don't stab me.
What's that bus you drive?
A murder bus? Oh, that bus? No, that's not a murder bus. No. My height is 5'4". Education, I'll teach you a thing or two.
Yeah.
Children,
shit.
delicious when grilled.
Yes, they are.
Personality, saucy minx. Religion, praise the sun. Smoker, the only thing I smoke is meat.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Ethnicity, I'm a pale motherfucker. Seeking someone who's totally cool with me cheating on them while they're brushing their teeth. Yeah. Marital status, married to the night.
Praise the sun, married to the night. That made no sense.
It's not supposed
Consistency!
to. I'm a woman. I can't make up my mind.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
Drinking like a fish. Sign, I saw one. It opened up my mind. Hair bushy everywhere.
Yeah.
Eyes entrancing. Halcyon eyes. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Pets, one pterodactyl named Mittens.
Ooh.
Gender, Hodor. Longest relationship, 6 years. And the about you, I put, I never wear a shirt, so my fantastic areolas are always visible.
That can be confirmed. You can see them right now.
Exactly. Ain't no lie.
Okay.
Reaper, reveal yourself.
Who are you?
I will with my actual POF fucking profile, which is tagline misplaced warrior. Whoever wants to find me, I don't give a shit.
Misplaced warrior?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Plenty of fish?
Huh?
Plenty of fish?
Yes. POF. I'm a nerd looking to face battle. I think that age is correct. 26.
I don't know how old you fucking are.
Yeah.
Fucking kid.
What kind of question is that?
I'm from here. Yeah.
Not a lie.
But there.
I want a relationship. I work at a warehouse. Shut up.
Is
6'3".
it a sexy warehouse?
Oh God, no. Not a sexy warehouse.
I don't know. Kevin's there.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright, it's a sexy warehouse. Except when he's not there.
Sweaty,
That's a sad
hairy
warehouse.
man as far as the eye can see.
I have an associate degree. Have no children. Prefer long term, but I'll take what I can get right now. Body type is average. Personality, I was told, is crafty. I don't want to go with that, but whatever. Religion is other, because fuck you in the face with a sword.
Hail Odin.
Smoker, no, but maybe others. Ethnicity, Caucasian. 'Cause, yeah, white.
White boy.
Yeah.
White boy.
Caucasian and Asian.
Caucasian. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I am seeking a woman.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Preferably.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I don't know. It was her.
You won't go there.
He
Definitely
wants
not
a woman, not a girl.
That's still a stretch.
I'm rounding.
Yeah. Undecided / open if I want children. Marriage status is single as fuck. Do I drink socially? Do I do drugs socially? Do I have a car? Yes. I keep crashing them all. Sign is a Scorpio. Hair brown. Eye color brown. Pets.
Jesus.
Brown.
So boring.
I have half a dog.
Do indulge.
No, I'll leave it at that. I have half a dog. I'm male. Longest relationship is over 1 year. How ambitious are you? Somewhat. Now about me.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, do tell.
I didn't fully write this myself, so.
Oh.
I am a stubbornly
like 5
sarcastic
paragraphs?
sadist seeking somebody special.
Holy shit. Seeking somebody special.
Try and say that 5 times
That's
fast.
a lot of fucking S's.
That was the point. I'm a fairly laid-back guy. I enjoy crafting various things. Woodworking, sewing, metalwork, regular shit.
Sewing, very nice.
Yep. I actually do so.
I know. So do I.
I love...
So, do you? I'll see myself.
Yes.
There's the door.
I love activities. I'm willing to try most things and have an open mind.
Love
Activities, eh?
Love activities.
Sexual activity?
Like, want to go
Love
to try archery at 1 a.m.? I'd be down.
You want to like do anal? I'd be down.
It's not an activity.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a way of life.
I live the anal way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is full of shit, so.
Guys, I have the saddest news.
Are you out of bubbles?
I have 1 ball left.
Oh.
Well, you're married, so.
Yeah, she must
you're
have the other one, right?
Yeah.
That's
You're not
generally
gonna
how it
both.
works. Yeah.
I'm a jack of all trades nerds. Movie preferences range from nitty-gritty movies to the tear-filled rom-com. Special consideration for horrors as well. My mind has a home in the gutter and refuses to leave. Basically, I'm just an oddball looking for someone to revel in my madness. What I'm looking for: adventurous, a cuddler who enjoys their own space.
Cuddles.
Yes, fucking love
That's
cuddling.
kind of.
I love
oxymoron.
cuddling.
Human,
Stay
human
away.
contact, motherfucker. I need
I
it.
like cuddles.
Someone who's strong-minded, fiery, go away, motivated to win, must be willing to tolerate my sass, but call me out on it when needed. Someone who has intelligence, funny or funny tolerant, and someone to be your own person.
I understand why you and Liam are friends now. You're almost like the same person. It's
Yeah.
really weird. Because he likes
Or
cuddles
what he's
too.
looking for is like Liam, exactly.
Pretty in the female
Yeah,
version.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
That's why we make very similar comments too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is us.
Yay.
On to the
Huzzah.
topics of the day. No, huzzah!
Yes, huzzah.
That's not your tagline.
Fine, you do it then.
Huzzah is not my tagline either.
Oh, you want it to.
No,
You want it to be your tagline.
no.
Huzzah.
Topics of the day.
Well, that's also yours. Topic of the day.
Yeah, is watching, reading, playing, listening. What are you recommending, or what are you really into right now? Blah 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 blah. Guess go first. Fuck you.
I guess go first. Okay, so I guess should do
You get 2 of
maybe
each.
two of each.
2 of each.
Shit. So 8 things. Okay, for watching.
Could have been something that just finished too, or something that you watched in the past that you really.
All right, so things to watch.
Watch, reading, playing, listening.
I just finished the 3rd season of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Whatever.
Is that any good? I've been meaning to watch it. No spoilers, though.
I
but-
feel it was better in the beginning,
Okay.
but
It got cancelled.
I was gonna say.
Spoilers.
aren't they-
no.
Well, no,
Agent
I know.
Carter.
Agent Carter got canceled, but I
Yeah,
think
Shield though, didn't it?
no, it's moving to a different.
Oh, okay. Because like a lot of their stuff was like
Wait,
goodbye
was
stuff.
it moved to Friday?
I think so. I think it was moved to another day.
But if it's moved to Friday, then that is
Nobody's
the
gonna
mark of death.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, Firefly went to Fridays.
Because
Don't
everybody's
bring up
like,
sad memories.
everybody's going out and stuff, right? So they're not really gonna pay attention to.
The hell is out?
It is the death time slot.
Yeah. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is good.
Yeah. I was disappointed in how they had the tie-in with the movies this year because
I guess they were trying to wrap it up, right?
Well, the first season it was done very well because it got tied in the same time as Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay.
And the whole thing is like there's a telepath or an empath or something, and like who is it? They know all these secrets that's in S.H.I.E.L.D. How do they know that? Blah blah blah. But the big twist, S.H.I.E.L.D. was you've seen Winter Soldier, so I don't care.
I love Winter Soldier.
Yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D. was infiltrated by Hydra.
Yep.
So that's like, no, it wasn't just this big telepathical person. No, it was just Hydra. Suck it. So that was a big good thing, a twist in the show. Next year, they had something with Age of Ultron, which was kind of weak. This one was just in passing. It's like, yeah, we did this. It's okay. That made me disappointing. Other things for watching, I will have to do a call-out for The Expanse.
Yep.
I heard good things
which
about
just
that.
wrapped.
Oh yeah, you really should. It
I also
was
recommend.
aired in December, just 10 episodes, so it's really small, compact, very, very good stuff. Based on the first novel by James S.A. Corey, which is two authors' pseudonyms. The first novel is Leviathan's Wake, if I recall correctly. It is just a very, very good sci-fi show.
Is it like I've heard it compared to Game of Thrones in space? Is like the general comparison that people were saying it was like?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty close to that. There's a lot of political intrigue. You don't necessarily know where things are going. People do randomly die.
Brutal.
So you do have a bit of that. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Yeah, I would definitely say it's kind of close to that.
Okay.
No dragons. Yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's what happens in the future. No dragons. Surprise.
Yeah, it's how it is that it's a few centuries in the future. Mars is colonized. We're also getting some stations in meteors and outer planets, and just a whole lot of extra conflict between the different people. Because yes, sure you have these different races, but now you have people from Earth, people from Mars, and people born in space who are actually physically different because they're in like near zero gravity. So their bodies are differently altered, and you just have another spin on racism, essentially.
Huh. That's
In the
actually kind
future.
of cool.
Yeah, like as much as you can advance, you are still going to be biased and against other people.
Huh.
And it's just starts off as one mystery intrigue. Something went down, other people are getting blamed for it, and of course all these biases and prejudice just takes over and becomes like a big boiling pot.
Huh.
And you got some people that are just randomly in the middle of all this shit, and they don't even want to be.
They're just stuck there. That's
Yeah.
it. They have no choice.
Sounds
Yeah.
like my entire life.
Quickly reading. Jim Butcher, great author, very funny.
Dresden?
Yes, Dresden Files.
That's what I'm
not. Also Brandon Sanderson. Most of his stuff is really interesting. Even his youth series of first book is called Steelheart, where people get random powers, but they all have a random weakness that's based on their other fears. Like, one person can do illusions, but their weakness was, like, grape Kool-Aid. I shit you not.
Very specific.
Is it another laughing baby from you?
God damn it,
No.
Nathan.
I was trying
like it.
to pick the laughing baby.
Why are you so loud?
It's like the horrifying thing. The day he actually has a child, it'll be his child.
Oh, God!
And then I'll record it.
That's what I meant.
Oh. I meant just like being in a corner. It's like, yeah, that's mine, by the way.
Your feet are so hairy.
Okay.
That's so... I don't know.
Sasquatch.
I've never seen somebody's feet like that.
What, do you not have hairy feet?
They're like Frodo's.
I'm a hobbit, yet I'm
Like,
not...
you have socks on. That doesn't count.
We're hairy, yet we're not small.
Dude, yours are too. What the fuck? What is this? Where am I living?
We're guys.
It's called testosterone that produces hair.
Yeah, but I don't think Liam's feet look like that. They don't have hair on them.
Roska, put your sock on.
See?
Yeah.
You got blonde, fleshy-toned hair.
I also shaved Saturday. This is how far I've gotten.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. Some guys have hairy feet. That's so cool.
Alright, what else are you reading?
What else am I reading?
Yeah. Jeez.
Current book is Aeronauts Windless by Jim Butcher. Just new.
So there's more Jim
series.
Butcher.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's a
good
great
to know.
author.
What are you playing?
What am I playing? The Game of Life.
Alright, that's sad. We're moving on. What are you listening to?
He doesn't even get a second option.
No.
Yeah, just that bad. Listening, we'll do a small Toronto band called Courage My Love. And
Genre? Are they like ska?
Almost punk rock.
Okay.
Yeah, but still very like garage band level.
Okay.
Like so,
Like
it's really
indie,
nice.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
I almost feel like a step below indie.
Okay.
And they're
Well,
twin
because
sisters,
indie
I believe,
is...
or are they just sisters?
I don't think they're twins, but they are sisters.
They look
And-
identical.
And then
Really?
a dude
Yeah.
who was just happy all
And
the
then
time.
a random dude.
Yeah.
Well, you just gotta do two hot sisters.
Yeah.
Hey, it works.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he plays the guitar with his erection, so.
Roska, what are you watching?
Watching? I just downloaded Code Geass again to rewatch that.
Okay.
Wasn't there going to be a second show of that? Second series? I swear.
No.
Is it only one series? One.
Two seasons, R1 and R2.
Okay.
It's still anime, so it's like, what, 50 episodes or 48?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I open the file again.
Oh, so you haven't watched it. Okay. Number 2.
Again.
What have I been watching?
TV shows.
What have I been watching? I don't even remember.
So aside from Game of Thrones,
Yeah, that's pretty much the only one
I feel like that's a gimme.
Yeah.
No, not everyone's up for it, and I didn't know you were watching Game of Thrones.
The two things I watch every week: Sunday Game of Thrones, Monday the subversion of Sailor Moon Crystal.
Nice.
Nerd.
Nerd! Okay, are you reading anything?
Reading.
I own books
Yeah.
that I plan on reading.
Okay, good.
Comics?
Jay Kristoff's series, The Lotus War. I'm still working on Storm Dancer. And I recently bought Dinosaur Lords, which is described as being a cross between Game of Thrones and Jurassic Park.
Fucking A.
Dinosaur Lord.
Including, on the cover,
Jeff Goldblum?
No.
nope,
Jeff Goldblum?
what's it called?
T-Rex.
When another
Triceratops.
author
When another author
talks
collaboration-
about it.
Like a
Oh,
plug?
that's just like a review type
plug,
thing.
review, or suggested by...
Yes, there's a
Wade?
positive plug on it from
Okay, there's a plug.
Martin himself.
George R. R. Martin.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Ha! Well, there you go.
What are you playing?
Overwatch and Dark Souls 3.
So Overwatch.
And you came into me playing Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because you had
Walked in.
5 minutes. But
Oh, yeah, fucking Dark Souls. Oh!
I died again. Alright. Anything to say about those games?
You guys really have a huge boner for Overwatch.
Because it's
I feel
awesome.
that
So good.
PC, right?
the hype is
Of course.
self-explanatory.
I feel so bad about Battleborn.
Yeah. It still looks really good.
Came out like 2 weeks ahead of Overwatch. Basically the same type of game.
Yeah. I think
Who
I
made it?
recall
Who's
something.
the producing?
Battleborn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gearbox, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
because it's the same
Borderlands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the same as
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Okay.
Like
They have potential, just bad timing.
Yeah.
to the point where like the manager at EB was like, "Why is no one buying this?"
Wow.
And like it was just like Overwatch comes out in 2 weeks. Nobody wants this.
Yeah.
I saw a picture where Overwatch is still at full price. Battleborn's been dropped to like $20 US.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just to try to get it off the shelves.
Yeah. You know it's bad when...
Yeah,
It
well...
might not be bad.
you go
it was
against-
bad timing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad timing, because you release something very close to essentially the same thing done by Blizzard.
And Blizzard always gets...
They at least have the marketing
Yeah.
thing, and because they know how to do kick-ass cutscenes, they know people are going to buy it, at least.
Yeah. Their stories aren't too bad, too. Like, for the characters themselves, their backgrounds and everything, they're really detailed. Like, yeah. What are you listening to? Anything? Any music?
The
come
last
out?
2 concerts I went to were Carrie Underwood,
Okay.
and before that, the Proto Men.
Proto Man.
Proto Man.
I think Vic
And
went
who
to
is the next band you're going to see in concert?
Disturbed.
Very eclectic.
Just to have that trifecta
Very
there.
eclectic mix.
Well, yeah.
Now, do you like
Sound of
Carrie
Silence.
Underwood, or did you go for somebody? Like, did you go
I
with
went to see
somebody?
Carrie Underwood.
Okay.
I appreciate very strong vocals.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was just curious.
He fell asleep to Taylor Swift on loop.
Did you hear about that whole Taylor Swift thing? How she broke up with Calvin Harris and now she's with Tom Hiddleston,
Oh,
aka Loki.
No,
I
she
kinda saw
needed
that.
to break up. She needed a new album.
yeah,
the
she
new
did.
one's
New
almost
material.
done.
That's true.
She was finishing up her
She needed some new
1987.
material.
I think I
Yeah.
announced the breakup to him.
Yep.
He came over to head out to work. I walked in. I'm like, "Yo, you hear Taylor Swift's got a new album coming out. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, she just broke up with...
Calvin Harris.
That is like the joke that people are making too.
Well, it is. Every time she has a relationship and breaks up with a new album.
Yep.
Well, I also find it hilarious that Taylor Swift has dated so many guys, and she actually dated one of the Kennedys.
Oh, I remember
like
that.
the presidential thing, like JFK, like that.
That was
plan.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago, but
Yeah.
it was still a thing. Like the whole family was like, "Do not date her. She will break up with you and write a song." She totally did.
You think men would learn, but they really don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Look at those legs.
She is pretty. I'll give her
Do you
that.
remember me at the wedding?
Yes, I know. I do remember.
Fucking belting that shit.
I like
Shake
her
it
with
up.
longer hair, though. I'm biased. I like her with longer hair. I don't know what it is. She's okay. Like, I'm not saying she looks bad with short hair. She looks okay. But, like, with the long hair, I don't know.
I don't have mine memorized.
I think it's the professionally plucked eyebrows.
That kind of...
That's the main thing.
Okay,
that
always-
bug you, or that you are into?
Yeah, I think that is mine.
Not really into. It definitely makes her look striking.
Yes.
But just not natural.
On a side note, while we're still talking about music, guys hear about the hip news today?
Yeah, they're playing it over the radio.
The
No.
CBC is broadcasting
yeah.
the last show.
Yeah, the very last one.
So for those of you
Like
who
the
are
last-
into the hip, listen to
Like the last
CBC,
show they do in
this date.
Kingston. At
Okay.
home.
Yeah.
They're broadcasting.
Yeah.
That's
Kind of sucks for people who
that's
bought
good for them.
tickets.
Not many did.
You know what? No.
It was all the bots.
Yeah, it was all scalpers that bought all
Because
tickets.
it was on, what, 2 seconds?
Yes, it was, like, the time was
Oh, so that-
1:00:02. That's when the sellout was.
Yeah.
So that's what the whole scandal was about.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because look, the lead singer has a brain tumor. It's terminal. People are going to pay up the
Yeah.
wazoo to see the hit,
So
especially Canadians, even though they tour like every other year.
So, like, even Toronto right now, they're pushing for the hip to do a free show
In Downsview.
so everyone can go.
Yeah.
Because, realistically, they've already been paid
Yeah.
for
The tickets have been
all
sold.
the concerts.
Yeah.
So,
Just screw over the scalpers.
Yeah.
So good.
They should do that. It would look good on them too.
yeah. Free, yeah, especially for the city of Toronto where they're from, so.
Yeah.
No, they're from.
Well, they're basically from
they're
Toronto. We're not getting
they're
into the
from
nitty-gritty.
Kingston.
No, they're actually from Kingston.
Well, I
it
don't
makes a
care.
difference.
Or
That's why
just,
the last
or
show's
just,
in Kingston.
or just outside Kingston. I forget.
It's kind of nice
That
that they're
area.
broadcasting though. I think that's really good on their part.
All right,
your
Hal.
turn.
No.
No, it's your
No.
turn. It
And
goes
here
in a
we-
circle.
Not really. It went
Wow.
like this for intros, too.
No.
No.
No, we do everything like we do at Bulk Barn. The
Yeah.
Zeds.
That's a shitty pattern, but it's the pattern.
Okay. I'm watching right now Game of Thrones
Yeah.
and Orange is the New Black because Orange is the New Black just came out today. All of the episodes. So I was watching some of it before you guys actually came over.
You mean you didn't take the whole day off and just binge the whole season?
No, I never do that. I like doing it in like sections.
Arrested Development.
That's a really good show though. I could watch that like I could just go right through
I actually
it.
rewatched it like
It's so good.
last month.
You started rewatching with me.
It's such a good show though.
I
I've
actually
seen it like
saw some
2 or 3
random
times.
episodes of the most recent season and I actually enjoyed that more than
Really?
some of the original episodes. Well, I think when I first saw it, I just didn't really get the humor that much at that point. So it just missed me. So you go back just to seeing something like, yes, I remember these same jokes, but now that I can appreciate the humor,
You understand it more.
but
When he goes into
I
the
already
fridge
know the jokes.
and opens
so
the
it's
bag.
Like,
and he's like, it says dead pigeon on it or whatever. What does
Dead
it say?
dove. Do
That's
not
what
eat.
it says.
I really don't know what I was expecting.
You're just like, oh, I love
Return
that
from
part.
whence you came.
Oh, that show's so good.
Alright, what are you reading?
I'm reading I'm reading the Dresden Files.
Jim
I'm
Butcher!
on-
Jim Butcher!
Yeah, shut up.
I'm on
Major
Grave Peril right now, probably like 3/4 of the way through.
Polka will never die.
That's pretty much all I can handle is one book at a time, so that's all I've read so far. I'm listening to the audiobook though, because I found that reading the physical book, I wasn't getting through it.
Right, yeah, it takes quite longer.
So I listen to the audiobook, but I also follow the book, and I find that it just like, I absorb it a lot more, and I can actually just kind of get myself into it.
Sure, make all the noises.
Shut up.
Pause.
Well, alright.
Well, I guess another threesome.
But also,
Eiffel Tower.
but also James Marsters.
He's
Oh
a
my
very
God,
good.
yes.
He's very good at narrating. Like he puts so much inflection in what he says, and like it's emotionally like he puts so much of himself into it. It's just like wow.
Yeah.
And the voices he does for the different characters is like fantastic.
Yeah, he does change over some of the books, like the first two that he did. You know, the first two in the series, he's not quite into it.
Yeah.
But after a while, he just got so invested into it.
Yeah.
And then when he voices Toot Toot, Huzzah, Lord! Huzzah!
He's
You know, it's just hilarious. And
Yeah.
it actually threw me off the one book,
I've only gotten
Ghost Stories.
Okay.
James Marsters was actually busy. So
someone
John
else had to
Glover
do it.
voiced for it. So there you are expecting Jim Butcher and James Marsters and hearing Dresden, and you hear Lionel Luthor. You just get totally thrown off by it. And like, I recognize this person. It's not James, but I recognize the voice.
Yeah.
Who is this?
And they're from the same series, too.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, they
are
are.
they?
Smallville.
James Marsters
Lionel
was
Luthor.
Brainiac.
And Brainiac, yeah.
Huh.
Spoilers, by the way.
Oh, but yeah, I haven't watched
Spoilers from the show that stopped airing
forever
8
ago.
years ago.
Nobody even cares anymore.
Sad note, I'm really sad they didn't recast Tom as Superman and Supergirl.
I'm past it.
He is Superman, though. They need to bring him back. Anyways.
He's probably quite old now, though.
in his
He was
40s.
old when the show started.
Yeah.
When Smallville started and he was in high school, I believe he was 28
Yeah.
in real
He
life.
was still in his late 20s, yeah.
Once again, what
Wow.
can you expect from actors trying to act younger?
Yeah.
There's been very few
But he pulled it off,
shows.
though.
Yeah, he did pull it off, but there's very few shows where the actors are actually playing their age or within a couple years of their age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very few times. So, yeah, audiobook, Jim Butcher.
Yep. I've been reading your book.
That stuff.
Alright, so what are you playing?
I've been playing Uncharted.
Name yourself.
I've been playing Uncharted 2. I tried to play Uncharted 1, and unfortunately...
That's fine, though, because I started with 2 as well.
Unfortunately, because I played the remastered version, the HD remaster, and apparently people have issues playing the first game, I think, only is the issue, where they'll play through it, and then at a certain point, I think it's chapter 5 or 6, it just corrupts.
Yeah.
And then the file is gone. Yeah. So what I've done, even with 2, just in case, is I have 2 save files.
Right.
So even if the one corrupts, then at least I have
You
the
can
other
still
one.
go back that little while.
Yeah, exactly.
Going back from the beginning.
And I have been debating starting to play Mass Effect again. Because I
From the beginning?
really miss that atmosphere. Yeah, I want to play like 1, 2, 3 all the way through.
Also because the 4th one, Armageddon,
Was announced.
Andromeda.
Was announced this week.
Andromeda.
Sorry.
Yeah,
This
well,
week
it's
at
been
E3.
Yeah.
it's been in production for a while, but unfortunately what happened was the team that was working on Mass Effect Andromeda left because EA was not really... They were butting heads.
Yeah, they weren't happy with each other.
And so I believe, I don't know if it's all of the team or some of the team that was working on it has now left, so they had to bring in new people, which
Right.
means they have to kind of work on what they had previously. So I might play Mass Effect 1, 2, 3 onward.
Get ready for the new
Yeah, get ready for the new one. It's not going to be related though. Like
no?
it's
just
not.
a continuation.
It's a couple
No.
of centuries in the future
Yeah.
in the Andromeda Galaxy, while the original trilogy is in the Milky Way,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
But they did say that, I even read the article, that how you choose the ending for Mass Effect 3 does not affect how
Yeah.
Andromeda is.
It's like a reboot kind of,
Yeah.
but not really.
a reboot sequel where
it's
it's
Kind
a
of.
continuation, but it's
I wouldn't say it's a reboot. I would
'Cause
see it
you
more
don't
as a
have
flash
Shepard.
forward. Mind you, I
Yeah.
haven't played
people
for the whole
would call it a
trilogy.
reboot because it's not the same character and it's not the same story. That's why people call it a reboot.
Like Laura Croft is
Yeah.
a perfect example of that because it's the same character, but it's a reboot because
It's a different point in her story.
yeah, yep. But it's the same
Yeah,
person.
but it's
essentially.
but it's retelling and it's going back, and that's how
It's
you see
not
it.
even retelling because it's before everything else.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you
Okay,
read
fine.
all
Put
the
it as a
novels and everything,
prequel.
probably.
Prequel, yeah. And listening, I've been listening to the new Thrice album. Thrice is pretty much like my favorite band of all time.
From which we know from your posts. And you're going to
So
the concert.
good. Yeah, I'm going on the 21st, and I just saw Brand New last Friday, which is another band that I've listened to. They've only come out with one single. Their album isn't out yet, but apparently they're breaking up. So I was like,
Sad.
so I bought a shirt there that's like from 2000 to 2018.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're gonna... I think they did that because they want to make sure that they're not just leaving and breaking up.
Right.
They kind of want to do some tours,
Yeah.
put out their new album, kind of get everybody...
Pre-warned of what's going on.
Yeah, so that they're not like, oh my god, my life is over. You know, at least they can get out and...
You
You know
to
what?
process it.
The other thing I think the other reason they did that, it's really bad to say this, but probably money.
Oh, yeah.
Because if people know it's their last tour,
Right, they'll spend the
They're
money
gonna-
to come out.
they're
and
gonna
film
fork out
and
the
a bunch of
money.
notes
Yeah.
and everything, yeah.
so
Gonna
maybe
sell
it's not, maybe it's not. I don't know, but I saw it at Sound Academy, and the sound was awful.
out.
Great venue though too. So
No, but it's not. The thing is, I've gone to 4 different shows there.
Yeah.
I saw Childish Gambino. I've seen Brand New. I saw Protest the Hero. I saw Maylene and the Sun's Disaster. All those shows sounded terrible.
really,
The sound was just awful.
so maybe they just weren't doing it right then.
Well, they remodeled the whole venue.
Yeah, doesn't the Sound Academy do that quite frequently?
Yeah, and I think it's because they're trying to fix the sound, but every time they do that, it's not doing anything.
Because the band's probably used to the old setup, so
Maybe.
That shouldn't mean anything.
I don't know why.
I feel like if you have a proper band touring around, they should be able to handle different sound systems. And because they should go there in the middle of the day, do the sound checks, make sure everything is right, so they have no excuse.
yeah, band
Especially,
getting up in the middle of the day. Okay.
well, the
They
roadies.
sleep.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it was really...
No,
it was upsetting, but it wasn't upsetting. It was like, well, I was happy because I was there in the presence
Yeah.
of the band, and it was really cool. But the downside is that the sound wasn't the greatest, so it didn't sound...
Right.
And I'm scared, because Thrice is supposed to be playing there. And I'm kind of like, why?
Is there another venue close
You'll
to
just
playing at?
enjoy being in their atmosphere,
No.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to do.
breathing their breath.
So being in the same room as them. Also, Red Hot Chili Peppers has a new song out, and I heard it today, and it was fantastic.
Oh, I heard it the other day.
So
Yeah.
good. I loved it. Can't remember what it's
I'm
called.
not sold on it yet.
Haven't heard
Really?
it, so I don't know.
I liked it. It's not very Red Hot Chili Peppery.
But that's what's
Good
them.
about it,
It's,
yeah.
they always change
It
up
sounds
the genre.
different, yeah.
They are off the wall, and I definitely understand that. It's
Yeah.
just how they actually do their songs is they just get together, all the people on instruments just jam out. They start jamming out, and Anthony Kiedis, he hears a sound like, hey, I'm going to make some lyrics or make some words. Yes, this fits with that. Okay, now I'm going to make a song to it.
Which is kind of cool.
That's
Right.
just how he does it.
Yeah.
Every band has their own way of doing
It's a
it.
nice
Yeah.
process. It's simple, right? You just get together, and whatever happens, happens.
Just you guys jam out, I'm going to sit over in the corner and doodle in a book.
La 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 la. All right, and that's pretty much it for me.
Cool.
Alright.
Reapy.
Okay. For watching, for myself, what would I recommend that I've watched recently? Lucifer.
I heard that
Oh,
was
I gotta finish that season.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
first season
The
wrapped,
first.
and they've been renewed for a second. I definitely recommend that.
I believe
It's based
Who's the
off-
main-
I believe Damien got cancelled though.
Never
Who's the
even-
main-
I never
It's
heard of it.
once again
I'll
the
tell you when
son,
I'm-
son of the
Okay.
devil. It's supposed to be, I guess, something similar to Lucifer,
Well, Lucifer,
but it just was not good.
the show was actually based off the comic.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
know there was a comic.
Yeah, it's by Neil Gaiman, who also did
Really?
Sandman and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, I know
It's part of
him.
the same universe as Sandman, with the endless entities, where you have death, the Dreamer, which is the Sandman.
There's your cast there.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
he's English, but he plays it really well. The ending is
okay.
a big old what? So that's really good. Something else I can
Okay.
that I've watched or am watching. Not really watching anything right now. Oh,
The Goonies.
really old, and if you haven't watched that, fuck you, by the way. No,
Oh,
Killing Me Small.
My Little Pony?
Pony.
both Vikings and Black
Black
Sails.
Sails.
Yeah.
Viking seems like your kind of show.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it is a really good show.
And
Seems
it's-
brutal.
And it is historical, too, so it
It's-
is somewhat accurate to what happened.
Really?
It is
historical.
somewhat.
Yeah.
They still take true events, true
Yeah.
people, maybe slightly change their actions or where they
Yeah.
are in the timeline. But yeah, it's actually on
Yes.
the History Channel, which
Certain events are based from history, so like the attacking of England on that date, that was correct. The temple, well, not the temple, the monastery that they're at, that was the actual one. So there are points and stuff that are from history, and then they dabble on that in between and elaborate and whatnot. So.
Interesting.
And then Black Sails is fucking pirates, and it's the
is
prequel to
is
Treasure
it-
Island. But that in itself is also based on historical events of the actual pirates from the day. You have Blackbeard, you have
John Silver,
you have
Billy Bones.
Oh yeah, fucking Billy Bones, love him. What's the actual Flint, Captain Flint?
Yes.
So and then the one I don't want to spoil that, but him.
Don't.
Vane, Captain Vane. He's also from history as well. So again, that follows.
Oh, that's not really a
points in
spoiler. He was. At least, I'm
Yes,
pretty
but-
sure he's in the first episode. But what he does, I'm sorry, you can look in the history books.
Yeah. It's not spoiling it if you know the history of the character, but in the show, if you
But
don't.
if you don't watch a show and you don't know the history...
Well, yeah, and I never read up on the history until I started watching the show. Like, oh, this is actually part of history. I'll do a little bit of research
That's
on my
kinda
own.
cool.
So, yeah, those are historical things and actually happened with their own licensing. So I recommend that. Reading, yeah.
Black Sails, that is violent. Like, I feel it's
Game
more
of Thrones,
violent
but
than-
on the sea. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Oh, this doesn't bother
it's
me.
done by the channel Stars, I believe.
Yeah, Stars, which also did Spartacus. So
That level of brutality. I feel Spartacus and Black Sails has a kind of a close
it's
feel.
similar, yeah. For reading, currently reading through the all new 52 Lobo. Just it's not reading too much.
Yeah, borrowed it from me.
Yeah, I did. Still trying to work my way through the Night Angel trilogy.
By Brent Weeks.
Yes.
Tweaks.
No, Weeks.
Weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was Brent
Brent.
Weeks.
That'd be cool.
Brent Weeks.
So I guess I could recommend a read for
Yeah.
Raven's Eye, which is a Viking series.
Oh, naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. Oddly
So
enough,
nice.
yeah, I did read that. Oddly enough, I think it was intended as like a young adult novel.
Yeah,
It
no,
almost
not-
feels
yeah.
that way, except for when they do a Blood Eagle.
Oh,
That
Blood
is
Eagle.
definitely not a young adult.
For those of us listening who don't know what a Blood Eagle is, you might have seen it in Vikings. It's where you basically take a person, string them up so their hands are to the sides, you cut down their back along the spine to separate the ribs, and you open it up, and then you take out their still
Lungs.
beating lungs and have them out in the air. And
Just hanging out.
I really hope this mimed act right here helps everyone listening.
Yeah.
you're welcome. Yeah, all the visuals help right out.
It's just you're able to hear the
just
emotion
talk
that it does.
So yeah, that's for reading. Playing, again, Overwatch, because fuck yeah, Overwatch is awesome. Fucking E3 though, so God of Motherfucking War 4.
Yeah.
Once again,
Please, yes, finally, fuck yeah. And-
no, funny enough, now he is going Viking.
But it is still Kratos, which wasn't...
It is Kratos, but
Is that
now
confirmed?
Yes, it is still
Oh,
Kratos.
yes.
Which I didn't know. I thought it was going to be essentially a reboot type
That's
thing
what I
with,
thought,
with
too.
a new character, but no, it is still Kratos because
With his son.
his new son, because he's an immortal demigod. So
Yeah.
this is further in the future, a couple, I think, centuries almost.
he wandered off up to Norway.
Well, don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be part of the story is finding out what happened in those lost years. So fuck yeah, God of War 4.
I loved God of War. That whole series is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Now it's Kratos versus the Norse gods.
And
So once
then-
again, Vikings.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
Big surprise.
And then you have For Honor, which is your Vikings versus Samurais and Knights.
Did you see the the biker zombie one?
Oh, Days Gone.
It didn't interest me.
Motorcycle biking. It has Sam Witter, who was Doomsday in Smallville, and also the other TV show, Bitten or whatever.
Whitwer
No, not Bitten.
being human.
Yeah, Being Human. He's the main character again. So he's
I didn't find it
He
interesting.
was also.
and I like zombie games.
He was
It
also
was
Star
very
Killer.
not a great trailer. They have released gameplay of it. I haven't watched that yet.
I've seen that. They
Right.
they showcased a bit of the gameplay at E3. Not very much of it though.
Yeah.
But I was just like, eh. The one I'm excited for was Zelda looked good,
Yeah, and he can jump.
but it reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus,
Yeah, that's what people have been...
like hard.
Yeah.
There's another game, the last, what's it called?
Last Guardian?
Yes,
Guardian.
somebody else
Well,
said
yeah.
that.
The one from Ico.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
they
said
s-
that also
Yeah.
had, but I'm like, well, it's the same company who
Yeah.
made Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
so
because
Is
they
it
didn't do
the
anything
same
after that.
creative?
This is their next game.
Is it
Yeah.
the same creative team?
Pretty much,
that
yeah.
did the last
Yeah,
Guardian,
they've been
essentially?
developing this crap forever.
like
Yeah.
7 or 8
Like
years.
10
I think.
years, I think.
Oh, 10.
Something like
Cool.
that, yeah.
I think
No.
one complaint. One.
Close to 10 years.
It's getting up there.
Shadow of the Colossus was the first half of the PS2 life.
Yeah.
One
So-
complaint I heard people had with The Last Guardian was that the character wasn't fluid with the surroundings.
Yeah, no, the character model doesn't have the same graphics by the look of
Yeah.
it as the rest of everything.
Yeah, so I think, well,
That's
people
what it
think
is.
that might be part of the story as to
Yeah.
why he's like that, and it'll explain it.
Probably, yeah.
Also, at E3 demo, I'm pretty sure they can fix that.
Yeah,
They
it's-
may-
If it
they may
needs
have
to
just
be
like,
fixed.
Yeah.
They may just be like, okay, it's E3, we were gunning to have something for here. Do we actually do something with a slightly shitty main character
I was
model?
so upset.
Or just
Stuff
do
on
cock tease and do it next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, shitty main character.
I was like really upset because I was hoping that the Andromeda game, back to that,
Yeah.
I was really hoping they had something. Like anything.
And they didn't show anything, really?
Nothing.
Oh,
Like, they
I thought
released
they
a
showed
trailer.
teaser or something.
They
Teasers,
released a trailer
clips.
before E3.
Yeah.
But even then, there was no gameplay. It was just like, we're designing this game and it's going to be
It's more
great.
of
And like,
an announcement trailer.
I know, but we've already had one.
You know what? The same could be said for Final Fantasy 15.
They
Yeah.
actually had stuff.
I
like that
mean,
last time.
didn't they
Yeah, they
announce
had
at the same
gameplay,
time
I think.
as 13? Before 13 even came out, they already said there was going to be Final Fantasy 13B.
Versus.
Versus, yeah.
But that's already out, isn't it?
No.
No, it got...
Final Fantasy 13 Versus
I didn't know anything about
is
that.
essentially 15 now. if I
13
recall.
and 13 Versus were under production at the same time.
They did-
Because 13 finished first, Versus was forced into the 15 slot. Because they already knew 14 was going to be online.
But they
okay.
still had some videos or screenshots of 13 Versus /15 when 13 wasn't even released yet.
Wow.
So if you want to talk about like long time coming,
Either way,
Yeah.
I'm a sucker. I'm going to play it.
Yeah, I've always
Right.
liked the Final Fantasies.
Okay.
I'm actually,
yeah,
I'm
you're,
really
you're playing
looking forward
through
to...
the older ones.
Well, yeah, I haven't
really
played
looking
9.
forward to World of Final Fantasy.
Alright, well, I'm
Really?
also going to recommend Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. 'cause
Yeah,
fuck yeah, Deus
I
Ex.
played,
Yeah.
what was it?
Human Revolution?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome
that was
game.
good.
Okay,
I'm
Human
glad I pitched
Revolution...
it to you.
Yes.
Human
remember.
Revolution was good, I agree, but I had an issue with one thing, and it was the gameplay itself. I
Okay.
don't know if it was
Really?
because...
Mechanics?
Yeah,
first
just the
person,
way, like, getting behind stuff worked, like, to duck and,
Oh,
like,
yeah. You could
positioning
change
yourself.
different things. Like, well, when you're covering, you could either hold the button or change it so you can only press it.
Oh, okay. Toggle.
Yeah.
You can toggle it.
You can toggle
Yeah.
it. I didn't know that, so I was always holding it and then trying to do other buttons at the
I
same
think
time.
that's what my issue
Yeah,
was.
same.
I think I did fine.
Yeah.
I'll probably play through it again, just because I never beat it. I did play it and I liked what I was playing,
Yeah.
but it was just, I don't know.
I'm still fighting with getting the collector's edition.
The only
It's
thing I
$200.
didn't care for Human Revolution is that at one point the game did glitch out on me.
Oh, yeah.
Not as bad as corrupting a save file. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
pretty
what
shitty.
happened was like you had to go into a building, but there's an ambush. So I was trying to be sneaky. A couple of guys saw me, so of course I ran in the opposite direction. That actually like glitched the game a bit
Oh, yeah.
because I killed the two guys. Then I came back and there was a bunch of other people's guns just floating in midair.
Oh, and not the
I could not
actual
touch
models.
it. Yeah, the models were not changing. It's just guns in the middle of the air. I'm going
goodness.
around, and I go to where there should have been a cutscene, where I should have had a conversation, try to talk a person down. Just no, enter the room, quick little cutscene, boss fight. And I'm like, dang it! And I knew that was going to be a trophy. So I was like, shit.
That sucks.
And I think my last save file at that point was like a few hours behind.
Yeah.
So it came down to, do I want to replay a few hours of the game, which
Yeah.
was still like a lot of side quest repetitive things, or say screw it and miss the trophy?
So, would you recommend playing the first two?
I never played the first two. I started with Human Revolution, and I love that game.
Okay.
I know the
Same.
first two are completely different game mechanics, and
Oh, okay. They're
Yeah.
probably dated as well.
they are different styles and everything. So.
I heard that the second Deus Ex is probably the weakest of all of them. I know that a lot of people still have the first one very dear to their heart.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what I've heard is
It's
the
a lot
first
of
one.
nostalgia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just at the time, maybe not so much for the graphics, but just the story and what you're able to do, having
they
so many different
connected?
avenues.
Yes.
Yes, it is the same. way.
Human Revolution comes before 1 and 2.
It is
Oh,
the
so it's
yeah. It is a
prologue.
prequel.
Prequel.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still a very interesting story because
it's
it
very
starts with everyone is just starting to get prosthetics or augmented inserts, electronics,
Limbs.
or different limbs.
That's really funny.
And
Huh.
but then all the social laws things just start to come up from it.
Because
You know,
all the
technology is
laws are new.
advancing so quickly.
Yeah.
Should we do it? Are people abusing it? I know at one point in the game they're saying should these augmented people be in the Olympics?
Yeah, because
You know,
they're
just for
better,
pure
stronger.
example, you
Yeah.
have people that are like half robot legs. Should they be against
not
someone
really
that are
fair.
completely natural?
Yeah. That sounds a lot like a game that's supposed to be coming out. You guys know The Witcher, right?
Yeah.
So the
Still
same
want to play that, Witcher 3.
the same company that did the Witcher series,
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red, is actually coming out with a game called Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes, that looks good.
And it looks really good, but it reminds me a lot of that, what you were just talking about.
Well, it is, because that's what Cyberpunk basically is.
Yeah, that reminded me, as you were talking about that reminded me a lot about the trailer, which I really want to play this game.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
because that's
No,
the
but
thing
that
with
is kind of
Cyberpunk.
definition. That is the definition of cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Is that it is maybe not a dystopia, but it is a social breakdown of society.
And then
But you always,
between the
but
two.
it's high tech. You always
Yeah.
have access to all these things.
also
Yeah.
brings me to Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not cyberpunk, but anytime I
It's
see things like
Sci-fi
that,
future.
yeah, it always it brings me back to a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it reminds me of Blade
know-
Runner, and it
know,
reminds
for
me
me, it
of...
was still
you know what?
that movie.
I could put Blade Runner as a cyberpunk. It's probably on the outlier of.
Because
Yeah.
it was
just
the beginning
sneaks.
of
It
Cyberpunk.
just sneaks in
Exactly.
there, but I can place it in there.
Yeah,
I
love Blade
probably
Runner.
have to rewatch it now because I watched it when I was younger, so I didn't fully get it.
I've
Whereas,
never seen it.
Whereas if I watch it now, I'll probably
It's
get it
very
more.
good.
Surprise!
Do you-
I haven't seen a movie.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I
actually really good. I
can't
love
blame
it.
you because the first time I saw it was in high school. No, not high school. College.
You have to watch it now to really appreciate the movie itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I watched it when
think
I was
so.
young too, and I was
You don't
pretty
get
much
it.
in my head. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but this is really cool. And
There's,
there's
there's robots and shooting. And
exactly,
that's
but
fun.
I watched it maybe
Question,
Story.
Roska, do you want to see Blade Runner? Do you
Never
have-
had an interest.
Never had an interest.
No, it's good.
He's not a big future guy, so.
That's an opinion.
Well, it's only like,
A
what, 8
cyberpunk.
years from now that's going to happen?
Pretty much,
so
yeah.
I feel
that's
you
where
have
it's set.
to. You have
But-
to know what you're getting into, man.
It's just, I don't know. I really liked Blade Runner just because now that I've watched it, it kind of makes a bit more sense. And there's this like monologue that one of the characters has at the end that just like really hits you, and you're
Yeah.
like, holy fuck.
Yeah, 'cause now you can understand it.
Exactly, and you're just
The
like,
unicorn.
What is happening? Like, my brain is just being opened. Like,
Or melting.
yeah,
It just makes
a
you
little bit
think.
of both. It's open and melting. But yeah,
As for
it-
listening, for me, because we're going on for far too long, so shut up. Listening, I'm going to recommend some podcasts. You know which one I'm going to fucking recommend. But Welcome to Night Vale.
yeah, my friend loves that
Yeah,
one.
it's a good one. I actually went to one of their live shows. It's really good. It's about a radio station that does their broadcast, and it's in a town that's normal but not normal, where it's because like all your weird fucked up shit is basically their normal, kind of Cthulhu-esque, but that's like their normal day-to-day stuff. So all the weird shitty stuff is normal.
Just another Thursday.
Don't go to the dog park. Don't even look at the dog park. Don't even think of the dog park. Even though you might see hooded figures going into the dog park, don't worry about it. And the other one, which I'm going to recommend even more, is Hello from the Magic Tavern.
Do-do-do-do.
Awesome. You have a shapeshifter who is currently a badger. You have a wizard and a guy who fell through a portal behind a Burger King.
Oh,
So he's now
lovely.
in the land of Foon, and he's now podcasting from that land. So it's very sort of fantasy D&D-esque, really fun.
But it is mainly an improv podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's still scripts, so
Yeah.
they know where
Well,
they're going to go. But
I
it's,
wouldn't call it a script. I would call it like a layout of what they're going to talk
Yeah,
about.
they-
And
they
they're
have-
like, okay,
they-
we'll hit these points, and in between we'll just
yeah,
roll with
they
it.
have the layout, they have the idea, but it's still improv, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
just one shot, and then there it is. So it is still very funny, and I almost feel that, well, it's the guys keep talking about Chicago.
Well,
so
because
I'm
they're
pretty
from
sure...
the Chicago Improv Group.
Yeah,
That's what they're,
which
associated with.
apparently Chicago is really good for Second City.
Yeah.
Which yes, there is one in Toronto, but the Chicago is the
It
main
is the
location.
main hub. Mm-hmm. I would
Yeah.
recommend the episodes Flower and Crom the Barbarian to start off with. I think that's episode 3 and maybe 8. So it's
Do you
still
have
early
to
on.
watch them in
Surprise.
succession, or
You
no?
don't have to early on. You actually don't have to really at all.
Okay.
Because they do reference certain things back from other episodes, but there's not like a real story.
Oh, okay. So it's
just-
like one shots.
Basically, because it's always talking with a new patron of the tavern they're in, or passerby.
Oh,
Yeah, just
okay.
another guest in
Yeah.
that place.
All right.
It's, just learning more of the world right now still. So there's no overarching story.
Huh.
Other than trying to defeat the Dark Lord.
That's kind of good.
Yeah, so that's my spiel. Yes.
You listen to stuff, yeah.
I try to. A quick rundown of what we want to do in the future. So,
What do we want to do in the future?
well, we also have our other subcategory, which is the Rawcast, which will be coming out real shortly after this one. It's where we will do just random get-togethers and playing games together.
Which is fun.
All unedited, just uploaded.
Family Feud next time.
Possibly. I'm also thinking of Google Trends, which basically someone
I remember that.
Someone comes up with a category like porn, and you have to stick with like porn terms, and then you have two teams. You're then given one word, and then your team has to come up with a word to go with it. Then the team who has the higher trending word. Other than that, we're doing more other gaming stuff. Not sure what other future plans for the podcast are at this point. One other game that I know I want to play at least is the Deadpool drinking game, which will be in collaboration with your streaming channel,
with my D2 streaming channel.
Yes,
which
we will
is
also
fantastic.
stream it and record it for the podcast at the same time.
Sweet.
Yeah,
we can do that. I'm down.
So I guess
We will have
Circle jerk.
Roscoe. Roscoe will be the referee.
You could also stream it for yours as well. You could do a dual stream type thing.
I could host. I would just host it.
Yeah.
Would be the easiest way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, talking about streaming, Star Ocean 5 comes out on the 28th. I will be streaming that as soon as I have it set up.
And where can they find you then?
It's just RoskaTyrant on Twitch. I think it's twitch.tv/RoskaTyrant.
Okay.
I think that's what the actual URL ends up being.
Yeah.
Well, you can probably just
It's
search
Twitch TV.
Enunci-
Twitch.tv.
Enunciation for the fans.
Yeah. Well, you can probably just search RoskaTyrant on Twitch and probably find it too.
Yeah. If
Where
you do
else-
the URL, it goes directly to it, though.
Where else can they
Yeah,
find
should be
you?
good.
I just updated my Twitter, and that's my Facebook profile is so hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to do that, though. You're famous.
So basically all RoskaTyrant.
You're an online celebrity
If
now.
I have to, I'll make a fan group. I guess I'm also available on YouTube.
Yeah.
I do post.
I have a YouTube channel, too.
I have like 5 game highlights posted.
Yeah.
That's all of my videos.
I only have like 4 of them, and I actually was playing
Isn't it
through...
all like war shooters?
No.
No?
I have Battlefront,
Yeah, Battlefront.
NHL 16, MLB 16, and 2 Overwatch highlights.
I was
course.
playing through Final Fantasy IX, and I was doing really well in terms of like editing them and putting them up for people to see on my YouTube channel, and then I uploaded them onto YouTube, left them there for a couple days. I went to go edit them, but then I accidentally deleted the ones that were actually what I was supposed to be editing.
Right.
So I only had one of the clips that was only a certain section.
Right.
So it kind of messed me up, and I stopped doing the stream because I was like, well, I'm already so far in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to keep recording because it's going to have a big gap in it if I do that, and I also don't want to go back and go through the same thing.
You could just then only stream it type thing.
Yeah, I might just stream that, but the thing is, I liked the idea of doing the never played kind of YouTube, where it's like, these are games I've never played, here's me experiencing them.
I'm also
right?
pretty sure people will understand that technical issues happen.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want, you could probably have like one quick clippage, like, okay, well,
Here's clips.
Here's what happened.
this section was deleted.
Yeah.
So this is my recollection of it, my opinion as a first-time gamer,
Yeah.
or first time playing that game, and then you'd be like, okay, well, this is now my Twitch. I am streaming now. If you want to catch up, unfortunately it was deleted.
Yeah.
Here's this video where I explain how I fucked up.
I've seen it where it was actually Game Grumps. They recorded their episodes and they actually deleted their audio file.
Yeah.
So I had to record new episodes to air them on time, but it meant I think it was in Mario 64. So it would just jump like 20 stars for no reason.
Yeah. It happens,
But
right?
they explain as soon as I come back what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just do that. I might even just do it on Twitch while I'm streaming and say, look, this is what happened.
Yeah.
This is what I remember happened, and here's where I'm going to start.
Because you already started on Twitch anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I like
Good
the
pick
idea of
with it.
doing the never played, because there's a lot of games I haven't played
Yeah,
yet.
because so with the never played, you can start a lot of games and then play them on your own time.
I might do a run through of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3
Yeah.
too. Because those are like games that I really hold dear.
Yeah, near and dear to your heart.
So I'll probably play through those and stream them, and I think it would be fun to do.
So speaking of that, where can people find you? Or how can they find you?
Twitch.tv
Yeah.
/ D_squared. Yeah, that's my Twitch. The YouTube doesn't have a dedicated URL yet because it's so new.
Yeah.
So I think...
So fresh.
So you can just
So
search.
fresh, so clean.
So just search on YouTube.
I have a link on my Twitch channel
Okay.
at the bottom to go directly to it because I can't make the name yet.
Right.
It won't let me
Okay.
because I haven't been on YouTube with
Long-
that channel
yeah.
specifically for long enough, and also I don't have the required number of videos you need.
Oh, okay.
So I
Subscribers.
I probably don't have a channel either. It's probably just my username then.
Yeah, it's not dedicated.
Not even
Yeah,
a
it
username.
kinda
It's
sounds
probably
like
a
bullshit.
number or a series of numbers and letters is
Right.
what they have. Because until you have a certain amount of... This is new. They never used to do that. You
Yeah.
could just make a URL and it was fine. But because so many people are on YouTube now, they had to make a whole bunch of rules. So I think it's you have to have 50 or 100 subscribers. You have to have a certain amount of of videos, and you have to be on YouTube for a certain amount of time. Active. Actually uploading things and doing stuff. Which is kind of hard, because, I mean, getting 50 or 100 subscribers, if you don't have people who are there, like, regularly,
Dedicated.
yeah.
It is hard, but it's also to try and deter anybody that's thinking, I'm going to be a YouTube star, and I don't have to work at Burger King anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is not the idea, like, that's not what I'm doing it
Yeah, that's
for.
not what you're aiming for.
No, I'm just doing it because I like playing games, and I like...
The community aspect.
Yeah, it's nice. And I like Twitch because when I stream, people will talk to me.
Yeah.
So it
It's
kind of...
interactive.
Yeah, so I can answer questions. Like, a lot of people, when I do the stream, they're like, you know, which one's your favorite Final Fantasy game?
Yeah.
You know, which ones have you played? Stuff like that, right? And then as I'm playing, I get into a dialogue where I'm like, oh, well, this, and this. And it's nice. I like Twitch. Even if it's just playing something like... I used to stream League of Legends a lot when I used to play.
Right.
I don't do it as much anymore because I'm not really that interested in it anymore. But it was the same thing, right? People would comment and be like, "Oh, like who's your favorite character to play?" and whatever. Yeah. I didn't like the community either. Like they weren't League of Legends. They didn't play nice, I guess. Like if somebody made a mistake or if they were learning how to play, it was immediately like, "You guys are noobs. Like you fucking suck."
Because
like
they're all real hardcore.
Yeah,
Preteens.
and it's like
they're really their own community at this point.
Exactly, and it's really hard to get into that if you're somebody who's learning how to play. So rather than helping these people and saying, okay, well, you're doing this wrong, can I make a couple suggestions or whatever?
There's no mentoring, there's no accepting. It's just either you're at our
Win or
level,
Yeah.
or
that's
you
it.
get down.
You're
Yeah.
a fucking pleb. It's like, God, really? Okay, cool. That's why I didn't play that much. I was just like, I'm not going to get that hardcore into it. I have a life. I have a job. I'm sorry. Like,
You have other shit to do.
I got stuff to do. Like, I like to play games in a skillful manner, but when I'm being kind of ostracized for not playing a certain way or for wanting to learn how to
Then it
play,
turns you
that's
off.
a different.
Yeah. Trainer, did you want to plug anything?
I got Instagram.
Woo, girl!
Yay! I think you added me the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I mostly do food.
I know, that's pretty much all
So
I've
hipster of
seen.
me.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is that all that food I actually make. I don't just go to some fancy swanky place, order something good, and like, oh my god,
dump it
this
on a plate.
looks delicious. Everyone has to see what I'm doing as I'm gesturing, pointing at my phone and clicking.
You could also start posting about all your beer and home brewing. Do a lot of that.
Do you do that often?
Actually, on Sunday, I intend to be bottling a strawberry wheat beer.
He also just finished one for me too, which is
Nice.
It is a mead, so a honey wine. Mead.
Honey wine.
Yeah.
mead is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world.
Yeah.
So
there's different history on that. But yeah, I actually just cleared that up.
Yep.
Should be going in bottle soon, so it should be aging real nice.
How long do you usually let them sit for?
Well, it seems for meats, it's going to be like wine, it's better for them to sit for months.
Okay.
Like, I've had his fermenting for probably 5-6 weeks, and they should still be in their own bottles for maybe a couple months to age, at least. This should be good within a few weeks, but, you know, like most
older is the
alcohols,
better.
it's like, it's better to age.
You used to have braces, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, just making my strawberry wheat beer, trying to convince other people that craft beer is good, not just Coors Light. But
I can't stand that.
But my last batch, which was like
drink
a
it
10% American Pale Ale, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
Have you ever been to Say What? Like say as in French, C''EST. What? Have you ever been to that bar?
I've heard of it.
It's so good. They have craft beer there. It's not like Budweiser or Coors Light or any of that shit. It's like stuff that some of them is in-house, some of the beer is in-house, and some of it is from other small breweries, right?
And stuff,
Yeah.
And personally, I like Stella. That's my kind of...
Stella!
I like Stella Artois. Like, Artois.
Artois.
I really like the taste of it. It's very light. They have a beer there that's their own craft
That's very
that has a
similar to it?
very similar taste to it.
Oh,
So
totally, yeah.
whenever I go there, I'm just like, give me that one. They have a chocolate one, though, that's not...
I'm not a fan for chocolate just because it just
In a
it
beer?
doesn't work.
Yeah, it's an odd flavor.
The idea is good, but the
It sounds
application
delicious.
just doesn't work out.
It sounds delicious, but the thing is...
Once you put it in your mouth, not so much.
Yeah, and I've tried it, and I was just
That's
like...
what she said.
The nice thing about that place, though, is if you actually don't like a beer...
You can basically return it. Another one.
Apparently that is a sign of a very good craft beer bar or restaurant establishment. Yeah, it's just they understand that you can have something that's complete crap. You are just experimenting. You do not like it. They will take it back.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that because
That's why I like
they
Say What.
understand.
It's downtown Toronto. If anybody wants to go, it's a really good place.
Address can be found on Google.
Yeah,
Just Google them.
just look up Say What.
As we fish for them for sponsorship by plugging this establishment. Yeah.
That's okay.
So yeah, you can also look out for our Raw cast coming out after this because we needed a name to launch everything.
Broadcast.
That'll be coming up soon. Other than that wraps episode 1.
Yay!
Fun noises.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, all.